Hello listener, my name is Astronomy. Today I want to talk about the Big Dipper, how one can spot during the night sky. Here all the layman people who have known this Big Dipper as the 7 stars in the night sky. Here in the diagram I have drawn already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 stars are known as Big Dipper. In other terms, most people used to know this Big Dipper as Ursa Major. So the first star is Dubhe. Second is Mirek. I have already drawn Facta, and fourth one is Macrex, M-E-Z, and the fourth one is Elliot. And the fifth one is Major. So it will be the sixth one. 7 is L-Kate. These are known as the 7 stars. So this is also known as Ursa Major. If you draw a straight line through Dubhe, it will be this is one of the deciding factor if you want to spot the night sky, Polaris. From Elliot, if you draw the straight line through here, it will be collide with Polaris. If you keep on drawing the line passing through here, you will be seeing Queen Cassiopeia. The shape is like W shape. Cassiopeia. And here you can see from here mirror, if you draw a straight line, you can see Castor. Next here Castor, the stars is bigger than this Castor. This is known as Pollux. And here in the right hand side it will be Regulus. Down here to L-Kate, it will be Arcturus. This is also known as another stars. Through here, if you draw directly, if you keep on going to Arcturus, it will be Spica or Spica. Here, if you draw from Macrex, if you draw a straight line, you can see Vega stars. One of the brightest stars, Vega. And up there and up top to the Vega, this star is known as Deneb. These are the pattern of the Big Dipper. Group of stars is known as constellation, so it forms Big Dipper constellations. So suppose I'm holding the camera, that's why it will be a little bit difficult. Let me show my left arm how you can see the night sky with just measuring by using your fingers. So these little fingers, this can take 1 degree. If you see to the night sky, just put your hand into the night sky and just see it. Suppose you want to see the moon. If you just observe by using your little finger, this will cover the whole. It can cover the whole of the sun and even the moon. Just 1 degree, little finger. And then if you put this 3 fingers, it will be 5 degree. If you grab your fingers, this will take approximately 10 degree. And if you just keep your fingers here, it will be 15 degrees. Some people have long arms, long fingers, but depending on your height and your weight, it will be still the same. Woman, maybe man, everybody have the same height, because everybody can still use their fingers, because it doesn't affect it, or because it depends on your height, and your fingers will be a little bit shorter. If you're shorter, your hand might be shorter The tall one will have two fingers. Because of the, it doesn't matter because it's relative. And if you hold your fingers, if you keep your fingers like this will take approximately 25 degrees. So by using your fingers in the night sky, you can just imagine how much degree it can take from the surface of the earth to observe to another stars. Suppose in the 2nd century BC, this great astronomer Hipparchus, he was the person to measure the brightness of the stars and by using apparent magnitudes and suppose this Big Dipper is one of the brightest constellations in the night sky. The brightest night sky, you can just say it takes one apparent magnitude is 1 degree, and the mass one is 6 degree, because 6 degrees which we can observe by using our naked eyes, and the brightest stars in the night sky has Sirius star has just -1 magnitude, and Jupiter has planet Jupiter has -3 magnitude. It means that you can Sirius is much brighter than Jupiter, and then Venus -4 apparent magnitude. Mars has a magnitude of +2 to -3 between this, because it means that this one is much brighter because of this positive sign. So depending on the stars and the distance of the galaxies and planets, by using the brightness, we can see how much the stars is brighter, how much it will be dim. And also one more thing is that this Big Dipper is one of the brightest galaxies or in the night the brightest constellation in the night sky, because of that it has apparent magnitude of 1.85. Anywhere on the earth, any persons can observe this Big Dipper throughout the year, January to December. But in Orion Nebula, Orion constellation, there are 3 stars which we used to see in the night sky. Alnilab and another stars, I just forget the name. There are 3 stars that we cannot observe anymore in the year, because you cannot observe this Orion Nebula May to October. But this Big Dipper, anywhere on the surface of the earth, any person can observe throughout the year. This is by using the pictures, you can just locate where you are, and then in which seasons you are by looking and by gazing at Big Dipper, the 7 stars. Suppose we have right now here this UV. If it is 1, 2, 3, 4, if it is like this, it means that right now we are in the winter. This means that it will be in the winter seasons. If you can go out to the night sky, if you can go out into the balcony and observe the night skies, the night stars, and if you can see the picture in this shape, it means that this Big Dipper is you are in the winter season. If you can see this, suppose I just stand upside down, this means that 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 7 stars, this Dubai is in the top one, 1, 2, 3, 4. This rectangle in shape. If you join together these 4 stars, it will be suppose better than rectangle in shape, and then in that sense we are in the summer. And if you put this will be in both directions again, you are in the spring season. If you put this in this left side again, you are okay. So what you can do is that if there is a clear sky, you can just see the stars and locate where you are, and then you can easily understand in which situations you are in, which seasons you are in. Because of that, during the our forefathers, let's say in the last century, once upon a time ago, they were using stars as one of the patterns to know their locations and all. So this Big Dipper is one of the significance in the night sky. By using this one, by using the fingers and the way it behaves in the night sky, I think that you have already know so far that the explanation which I have given you. If you have any further questions regarding that, you can ping me, and you can go to the Astronomy Cookie into Facebook and just type it. You will see the blog there, and just like it and follow it, so you can raise any questions and all. And which one more thing I just forget, suppose here Doobie and Mirette, which I took in the fingers, this will take just 1 degree. The distance between this one 1 degree from the surface of the earth. There's just 1 degree. And then from Doobie to if you join to Mirette, this will take around 10 degree. This is 3 fingers. 10 degree it will take. And from Doobie to Elliot, if you join, it will be 15 degree. Here, suppose it should be like this. Fingers should be like this. 15 degree. And then if you join Doobie to Elliot, will be approximately 25 degree. So it means that from Doobie to Elliot, if you put your fingers and observe in the night sky, keep your finger like this and just point in the night sky where it is located of the Big Dipper, you can just locate that this is roughly the Big Dipper you can observe in the night sky. So you might want to know that at the distance between from here to Big Dipper constellation, how much farther it will be from here on Earth. Approximately it will be around 101 light years from the surface of the Earth from here to Big Dipper. So I think you like the explanations. Next time I will be talking about how much farther away from one star to another stars, how much farther away from our planet on Earth to Castor, Regulus, Vega, Nida, Polaris, Cassiopeia, and we should be talking in the next video. So if you have any kind of suggestions, or you can just keep just comment down, or just email, or just contact me. I will be available anytime for answering these types of questions. I might be get nervous because this is my first video. If you don't understand, don't worry. I will be doing quite fine in the next lectures and the next video. So let's say that we just hang on. Let me just hang up the video. I know. Thank you for looking the videos and explanation.